Hey there, Crystal Thompson here for Unity Stamp Company. Today on Color Combos for Crystal, I have foils and Copics. We are doing some easy DIY Christmas cards with foil, and I figured that this is probably the easiest way to create mass-produced Christmas cards with some Christmas color combos. We're going to be using a previously released stamp set called Christmas Wishes, designed by Graciele Designs. She drew it up, and I have this stamped and ready to go with some toner ink onto a piece of craft cardstock. I didn't show you the way to do the stamping because I know you know how to stamp. I have my ink machine ready to go. I have a piece of red thermal foil ready to go. This is Thermoweb Deco foil, and again, this is part of the Thermoweb release back in October, but I wanted to show you another way to use these Christmas stamps. I really love this whole card because, again, it is a super easy way you can mass produce by stamping a ton of them, foiling them all, and then we're going to do some Copic coloring. So I'm going to speed up the process of this, but we're going to keep it very simple using 3 colors of green, 3 colors of red. We're going to begin with G82, and we're going to color all the little holly leaves that are ready to go. And I really finally realized that coloring with Copics on foil does not dual the foiling. So when you color with Copics on embossed images, you can clean it off. You can't really clean it off. Well, I found that with foil, it makes it super easy to come in and just use a little dry cloth and remove the excess of that alcohol ink from the foiling. So it really keeps that super glittery, and it just gives it a little different look. It doesn't raise it quite like embossing, but it makes it very, very easy. And I feel like it's even cleaner than doing heat embossing. We're going to use R14, which is a very light red for the berries of our holly. Then I'm going to come in with our medium shade of R27. And I'm only going to do a bit of the shadowing with this red. I'm going to come back a little bit later with Gannett red. Gannett R39, and add some more of that shadowing. And it really brings the whole thing to life. So I showed you my full coloring. I'm going to do the rest of the leaves with that. Then I'm going to embellish with the same colors using G82. I'm going to do a couple splatters here of the drops, and I really like using little dots to embellish, not necessarily having to use a ton of glitter or whatnot to add a little more dimension and background to the card. So G82 for this. I'm going to move on to the next, which was our our dark shade of YG99. And again, this is the same marker that we use for the shadowing of our holly bush. And I'm going to keep adding these little dots, and don't be afraid to change the size of our dots. And then to add a little red, I'm going to bring in some red Nuvo drops, and I'm going to try to be super careful to come in and do just little itty bitty dots to give it some of that red, and it's going to raise it. And again, super easy way to mass produce these cards. You get them all stamped, you get them all foiled, and then you get them all colored, and then it's ready to be set on a card base and mailed. And super easy handmade cards, right? And guys, that does it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me on today's Color Combos with Crystal. We are doing it all Christmas long, right? Thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to give the video a like, comment, share, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Have an amazing day.